Welcome back to our channel. Here we want to help you become the best version of yourself. And to do that, you need to understand how society really works. There are some rules in life that you should know, but nobody ever tells you. Instead, you have to figure these out by trial and error, which can lead to unnecessary pain and suffering. So today, we're going to reveal 5 dangerous social rules that nobody tells you. Rule No. 1. Popularity often beats competence. In a study conducted by Yale University, it was found that the most popular students in a class were often not the smartest or most talented, but rather those who could make others laugh and get them to like them. This rule applies to many areas of life. For example, in business, studies show that likability is a key factor in determining how successful a person will be. Even if you're the most competent person in the room, if people don't like you, they won't follow you. Therefore, it's important to learn how to be likable without being fake. This doesn't mean you have to pretend to be someone you're not, but rather that you need to be aware of how your body language, tone of voice, and sense of humor can affect others. By learning how to be likable, you'll be able to get more people on your side and achieve your goals. Rule No. 2. Silence is sometimes stronger than speaking. There is a Japanese proverb that says, "The nail that sticks out gets hammered down." This proverb means that those who are different or stand out from the crowd are often targeted and put down by others. As a man, it's important to understand this and use it to your advantage. In many situations, it's better to stay quiet and let others talk, especially if they're trying to bring you down. By remaining silent, you avoid giving them the satisfaction of seeing you get angry or upset. It also gives you time to think clearly and respond in a more measured way. Of course, there are times when it's important to speak up and defend yourself. But in general, it's better to stay quiet and let others make the first move. This will not only make you appear more confident and composed, but it will also give you a better understanding of the situation so you can respond accordingly. Rule No. 3. People don't want the truth. They want comfort. We've all heard the saying, "Ignorance is bliss." This couldn't be more true when it comes to dealing with people. Most people don't want the truth because it doesn't feel good. They would rather be comfortable and remain ignorant than face the truth and deal with it. For example, if you tell someone they have bad breath, they'll probably get upset with you, even though it's for their own good. On the other hand, if you compliment them and tell them they smell nice, they'll feel good about themselves without realizing that it's not actually true. It's not always easy to deal with people who prefer comfort over the truth, but it's important to be aware of this tendency in human nature. Otherwise, you may end up getting hurt or taken advantage of. Sometimes, it is better to stay quiet and let people live in their own ignorance rather than risk upsetting them by telling them the truth. Rule No. 4. First impressions rarely change. It's said that you never get a second chance to make a first impression. This is because people quickly form an opinion of you based on your appearance, body language, and the way you speak. Once they've formed that opinion, it's very difficult to change it, even if you do something later on that contradicts their initial impression of you. For example, if you meet someone and they think you're arrogant, they won't change their opinion of you no matter how humble you act later on. This is why it's so important to make a good first impression. You want people to think highly of you from the start because it'll be very difficult to change their minds later on. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect from the start. Just be your best self and make sure you're projecting confidence and competence. That alone will make a good first impression and set you ahead of the curve. Rule No. 5. If you break the rules, break them with power. We all know that rules exist, but sometimes it's necessary to break them. However, if you're going to break a rule, it's important to do it with power. Breaking a rule with weakness will only make you look foolish and out of control. For example, if you're at a party and you decide to break the rule by drinking too much, you'll look cool and confident. On the other hand, if you break the rule by getting into a fight, you'll look weak and pathetic. When breaking a rule, you want to do it in a way that shows you're still in control. You want people to respect you, even when you're breaking the rules. This is what it means to have power. Hidden reality. Social survival is a game. Learn the rules or lose. These rules are just a few of the many that govern human interaction. By understanding and following these rules, you can increase your chances of success in life. If you don't know the rules, you're more likely to make mistakes that will cost you dearly. That's why it's so important to learn these rules as early as possible. The sooner you start, the better. Don't wait until you've suffered through years of misery and regret because you didn't know the rules. Start today and watch your life improve in ways you never imagined possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out our other videos and comment below with video suggestions. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another upload.